area, and we are given the function that is above, and we are given the function that is below. In order to find this area, we always subtract. Let me write this for you. So we always subtract if we have a situation in which one function is above and the other function is below. In order to find this area, we always calculate, of course, we have to have these points of intersection. So the definite integral from a to b, from above minus below dx. Always. Above function minus below function. So now we can go back. How do I write this area, and what are the points of intersection? They appear to be, so the integral appears to be between, and we will check that in a minute. The shaded area appears to be between which number for x and which number for x again, which is the lower number and the upper number.
1 and 4.
It appears to be between 1 and 4, and we will check in a minute. And how do I write it? From what? Above.
4x.
Yes.
4x minus x squared.
And now remember, we have to subtract each and every term in this function, or we write parentheses and subtract later. How do you want to write it? You want to distribute at once or not? So minus the below. How do I write minus the below function? So
is it just minus x squared minus 6x?
We have
8?
to distribute to all three terms. We either distribute or write parentheses. So you either say write parentheses or you distribute to all three terms, not just to the first one. So minus x squared, but plus 6x and minus 8. So let me write it again for you. So this is 4x minus x squared minus, in parentheses, x squared minus 6x plus 8. So above minus below. So negative x squared with negative x squared is negative 2x squared. These two plus 10x minus 8. So this, because remember we have to distribute to all three terms. That's why we wrote negative x squared, but positive 6x and minus 8. Is this understood? Is this step clear to everyone? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So then I still have the integral, and I will check the 1 to 4 in a minute. I'll show you how. From 1 to 4, from negative 2x squared plus 10x minus 8 dx. Good. Which function prime is negative 2x squared? Basically, I should say just copy the number, and which function prime is x squared?
X cubed over 3.
Very good. Plus 10. Which function prime
And
is?
then x squared over 2, and then minus 8x.
Perfect. From 1 to 4. We know how to calculate this. Do you want me to go over that one more time? I just want to skip this step and just put the number because we already know how to do this. Or you want me to show it again? It's okay. It's up to you.
Could you just show it one more time?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I plug in 4 everywhere. So negative 2/3. 4 to the third is 64. Here I simplify. Plus 5, 4 squared is 16. Minus 32. Minus parentheses, please, so we don't skip anything or forget something. Negative 2/3 plus 5 minus 8. It was easy because I had to put in 1. Okay, so this is negative 128 over 3. This is it 80? Yes, minus 32 plus 2/3, and this is minus 3, but it's positive 3. So let's see what we have. This is negative 126 over 3. This is 83. We lost someone. So this is 83 minus 32 is 51. And now, can I simplify this? Yes, I can. Oh, look at that. Minus 42 plus 51. I got 9. Is it true? I have no idea. I'm going to check. And then I'll show you to make sure that these are indeed the 1 to 4. So, no, I don't want to copy anything. Okay. I didn't mean that. So fidgety. Okay, x here. And the integral was from 1 to 4. And we calculated it to be negative 2x squared. And then plus 10x minus 8. And if the answer is not 9, then I have to go back to the drawing board and double check everything I did. Okay, so now we want to talk about that 1 and 4. So how come that this is x equals 1? Of course, in my graph is not. And this is 4. We have to set them equal to each other to find the points of intersection. So I would have to set this equal to this. Okay, but basically equal these two. So like we did with the demand and supply for the equilibrium point. Okay, so let's see. So the left one, double check, I copied correctly. Yes, 4x minus x squared. Yes, and x squared minus 6x plus 8. Good. So we have to move everything to one side because it's quadratic. So we have 2x squared, and then minus 10x, and plus 8 equals 0. 2x squared minus 10x plus 8 equals 0. We will divide both sides by 2, of course. X squared minus 5x plus 4 equals 0. And yes, x minus 1, x minus 4. And that's clear. X equals 1 and x equals 4. So those were correct. Good. Let's continue practicing. So let's see what we want to choose from here. Here it says, so we were given the graphs and the area. So here they're not giving us the area and the graph. Okay, they want us to, number one, graph and then find the area. So allow me to choose one here. Let's say, yeah, let's look at 25. And this is on page 425. I'm looking at the time. Yes, I have 3 minutes. If I can finish, fine. If not, I'll stop, I promise. So 25, y equals 5. Y equals the square root of x, and x equals 0. Okay. Well, in order to determine the area, first of all, I have to graph all these and see what's happening here. X equals 0 is this line. Y equals 5 is this line. And y equals x, I'm sorry, y equals the square root of x, I meant to say, is this graph. I would like to know where it crosses this. And it's simple. I said y equals, or the square root of x equals to 5. So the square root of x equals 5, and we know that. We have to square both sides. So x equals 25. So I'm going to say 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 25. 10, 15, 20, 25. So here's the graph of y equals the square root of x. Can anyone tell us what is the area enclosed by these? And I will shade it in, and we will determine the area. So that the area touches all three. Where would it be? So where is the area enclosed by these three? Between which values of x?
Is it 0 to 25?
Very good. From above minus below. Which function is above?
It'd just be 5.
That's it. Which function is below?
Square root of x.
That's it. So from here, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to write 5x minus, this is x to 1/2, right? So it's x to 1/2 plus 1 over 3/2 from 0 to 5. Since both of them, when you plug in 0, you get 0, then the last thing is here is 25 minus 2/3 times 25 to 3/2. And this is the square root of, so it's 5 to the third. So this is 25 minus 2/3 times 125. So 25 minus 250 over 3. So we need to multiply this by 3. Let me see what I did here. This area cannot be negative. I did something. Why cannot be negative? It's because it's enclosed among 3 functions. So one of them is not a function, it's a line. So I did something here. So 5 minus below the square root of x, yes. 5x, x to 1/2, 1/2 plus 1 is 3/2, 2/3, yes, that's 2/3. So, oh yes, of course, I got it. I can't have a negative area unless it's just, I don't know why I wrote 25 there. I have no reason to write 25. So it's 5 to 3/2, okay? Never rush at the end to finish. Okay, so that's the number, but I have to erase this. What do I erase? So yeah, so it's just 5. It's just 5 to 3/2. And I have to erase this. So I'll give you a number. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to hold you over. You don't have to stay. If you have to go, please, I fully understand. I just want to finish this because I started it. So minus, in parentheses, 2/3. And we multiply by 5. And the power is 3/2. That's it. So 17.55 approximately. I don't like approximations, but, and just to make sure, the integral was from 0 to 25, and it was from 5 minus the square root of x and dx, of course. And it has to be this, whatever this is. If it's not, then I have to go back to the, 5 times 5 is 25, 2/3, and 5 to 3/2. 25 minus 2/3, 5 to 3/2. So it was 5, yeah. So 3/2, 1/2 plus 1 is 3/2, and 3/2, 2/3, and 5 to 3/2. So 0 to 20. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what I did. That's why I put in 25. I wrote here 5. That's why. Okay, so I was correct initially. It was 25. Sorry about that. I promise to, moving forward, to stop. So 125, this is the square root of 5. 25, which is 5 to the 3rd. It is 125. I wrote 5 here. That's what it is. Ah, okay. I got it. So 5 times 25 minus 2/3 times 25 to 3/2. Okay, that's what it is. Sorry. So I'm going to redo this one. So this is the correct answer, but I need to redo the previous one. So 5 times 25. Oh, I really wanted to insert times 25. Okay, that's correct. Minus 2/3. And I wanted to insert here a 25. Yeah. Okay. So when I click here, enter, I have to get 41.66666666. Yeah, that's true. Okay. So this is 41.66. Good, it got fixed.